Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys new here on my channel, my name is Alison and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I want to do a product review and I want to compare this item side by side with another item that I've been loving for a long time. So first of all, I want to review this Revolution Concealer and Define Full Coverage Concealer and Contour. And on the other hand, I want to compare with my all-time favorite Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And if you guys are familiar with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, it gives you a full coverage with the matte finish. So I know a lot of oily skin have been loving this product. If you do have dry skin underneath your eye, you might not like the Tarte Shape Tape, but I really like how it gives me a full coverage, it gives me a matte finish, and it's like a holy grail on my oily skin. And on the other hand, this is a dupe that people have been saying the Revolution Concealer is similar to the Tarte Shape Tape, so today I'll be trying this out. So first of all, I have my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium. And on the Revolution, I actually got two shades to try out. This is the shade in C6 and I also got another shade in C8. So I purchased all this concealer from Ulta website, and the Tarte Shape Tape it retails for $27 and on the Revolution concealer it retails for $7, and this is a drugstore makeup. And on the Tarte Shape Tape it comes with 0.3381 fluid ounce. And on the Revolution one, it only comes in 0.1 fluid ounce. So on the Tarte Shape Tape one, you obviously get more products. It's double the product on the Revolution one, and with the price range, I don't think they're too bad. And I have to say, this is a huge tube of a concealer on the Tarte Shape Tape. I have used this since it came out, and I'm almost done with it considering I use it every single day when I put on my makeup. So this definitely lasts you for a long time. And now we're gonna see the color range on this product. So this is a swatch side by side on how C6 and C8 look compared to each other. So on C6 on the website, it says it's for light to medium skin tone with yellow undertone. I thought this was the perfect shade for me because I'm a light to medium skin tone with yellow undertone. And for C8, it's considered for medium skin tone with yellow undertone. So on the C8 color, it's definitely a lot darker than my usual light medium shade in Tarte Shape Tape. And C6 is a little bit brighter than what I used to. So this is what the color side by side with C6 and C8. So now this is the color with the light medium Tarte Shape Tape. That is my usual color, my to-go color. And compared with the C6, it's a lot lighter on this C6 color, but it's a little bit lighter than C8. And for C7, I believe it's for peach undertone, so that's definitely not my skin tone. And this is the best shade I can get with the Revolution concealer. And I don't know if you guys can tell, the Tarte Shape Tape, it's a lot more on the matte formula. You can tell it kind of clings to my pores on my hands, but on this two it's a little bit liquidy than the Tarte Shape Tape, but they still feel a very matte finish. Okay, so let me put my hair back to begin with. And on this side of my face, I'm gonna put the Revolution concealer, and on this side of my face I'm gonna use my usual favorite Tarte Shape Tape. I use it almost a year since it came out and I'm almost done with it. You can tell with the bottle it's like almost empty. And underneath my eye I already put my Becca brightening corrector, and this is the peach color. It kind of cancels out my dark circle. And this is how I do my makeup every day. I use this underneath my concealer and to cancel the dark circle, and it helps a lot. So let's start with the Tarte Shape Tape on this side of my face. And just right off the bat, you can tell the Tarte Shape Tape, it gives me a full coverage. It covers everything underneath my eye, my dark circle, everything. So this has been my holy grail and I use it every single day when I have my makeup on. And I'm just gonna put another layer on the darkest spot on my under eye. And I always use the rest on the sponge to cover up my eyelid. Okay, so this side is done. I'm gonna use my Revolution concealer on another side of my eye. And I know this is not the perfect shade to compare with the color side by side, but I'm just testing out the texture, the coverage on this concealer. It does give me a very full coverage, As you can tell, it's like covering everything. It's just the color is a little brighter. And because the color is a little brighter than this side, so it kind of just lifts up my eye area to kind of brighten it up. So it kind of gives a different illusion. But as a coverage wise, I feel like this cover a lot, and I really like how it feels in the texture. It's very similar to Tarte Shape Tape, I have to say. So let's see how it layers on top on the second layer. So I'm just gonna put a little underneath this side of my eye, and I'm just gonna close up and blend it out. And I know it doesn't necessarily cover up all my dark circle right here because I have the darkest dark circle ever. And even though I use my Becca, it just helps me a little. It doesn't really necessarily cancel out everything underneath my eyes. So this is what it looks like, and I know the color is a little bit different. It's hard to tell, but then when I blend it out, I can see they're very similar, and I can tell why people say this is a dupe for this two concealer. So now I'm just gonna set my under eye with my Laura Mercier setting powder as usual. I just lightly dab on top. And then I'll just brush it out right away. And because I'm a little extra and I feel like this technique is a little bit weird, but I like to dab the lightest concealer color on the teardrops of my eye, in the corner of my eye. And this is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light Neutral 15. This is the lightest concealer that I have in my collection. So I just blend it out on the inner corner, kind of brighten it up my eye. I don't think anyone do that with their concealer. I feel like I'm just very weird. So I feel like this technique, it kind of lifts up my eye and it just looks less tired on my eye, if that makes sense. So I just like to brighten up this area. And I swear on my eye, it looks a lot different after using this technique because it kind of lifts up everything. Yeah, I'm just gonna set my eyelid with the same setting powder. So now I already have it on for, I would say, half an hour, and I'm liking the concealer on both sides. And I feel like Tarte Shape Tape, it gives me a more on a full coverage. And on the Revolution one, it's very similar to Tarte Shape Tape, but then it kind of shows the line underneath my eye, which I don't see much on the other side of my eye. And it kind of stay onto the fine lines underneath my eye. So I'm gonna do a close-up for you guys to see what's going on here. And I just want to say, if you guys watch me long enough, you guys know I'm very picky on concealer and foundation because I feel like a good base to start on the makeup is very important. So I might have a higher standard than you guys have. And you guys know me, this is my holy grail. This is the only concealer that I've been loving. Even though I've been trying a lot of other concealer here. Okay guys, so this is the second day review on the Revolution concealer, and I want to say the second day is always better. I mean, my opinion on second day is always better than first impression because I get to try it more and get to know, do I really like this product and stuff. So this side of my eye, I use Tarte Shape Tape, and I use a lighter shade this time. I use light neutral, and I usually use light medium, and sometimes during the winter season I will use a little bit lighter because my skin obviously get lighter during winter time. So I was using the light neutral on this side, and this side is Makeup Revolution in the color C6. And I would say I'm still liking both of the color, and I would say they're pretty similar, but I don't think they're the exact dupe because Tarte Shape Tape, it gives me a really nice full coverage, and on this side I feel like you can see a little bit creases, like the line that is showing on my under eye, and with my Tarte Shape Tape I don't see that, and on my other concealer I don't see any lines under, like the wrinkle kind of lines that underneath my eye. So I feel like the Revolution one is exaggerating the lines that I don't even think I have. So that is something that you might have to keep in mind of if you guys do have really wrinkly under eye. But for me, I still like it. I still like the coverage, and I would say this is the closest coverage that is similar to Tarte Shape Tape, as I try a lot of concealer. So I would say they're pretty similar, but not the exact dupe. And I feel like Tarte Shape Tape is a little bit more coverage than the Revolution one. So I feel like Tarte Shape Tape has a little bit more coverage than the Revolution one, and it's not as dry. I feel like Revolution one, you have to work it very fast when you put it on your under eye because it dries really fast. So I feel like this is the pretty similar dupe to the Tarte Shape Tape, but not the exact one. I still like my Tarte Shape Tape, but I'm still gonna use on my Revolution one. If you guys don't have any dark circle, or if you guys don't have like a serious dark circle like I do, you might like the Revolution one. But then if you guys have dry skin, I mean you're dry on your under eye, I don't think you would like it if you guys don't like the Tarte Shape Tape, because I feel like this is a lot more matte than a Tarte Shape Tape, and it kind of emphasizes the lines. So if you guys are dry, I don't think you will like it. But then for me with oily skin, I do think this is really nice coverage, and I just prefer my Tarte Shape Tape. But with the price range, I feel like this is a good concealer to try on if you guys can get your hands on the Tarte Shape Tape. So this is the difference that you guys are seeing, but I'm liking how it looks. It's just exaggerating my lines. So I don't know if you guys can tell here, I can see the lines on the Revolution one, and on the Tarte Shape Tape one, last time I tried on this side and it kind of emphasized my lines on this side, but now that I try on my left side, and it kind of exaggerate the lines here. So this is something that you maybe have to be aware of. And please excuse my mustache because I got it waxed and then they accidentally just peel off my skin, and now my skin is so raw and it kind of hurts. And now that the skin is flicking off because I'm getting like a new layer of skin in this area. But this is why I can try on new foundation, because this incident happens, and then now that I have a lot of pimples going on. Okay guys, so that is all my review and thoughts on this Makeup Revolution concealer versus my Holy Grail Tarte Shape Tape concealer. So if you guys think this video is helpful, it does help you to picking out on this concealer, on the shade range, and comparing the Tarte Shape Tape, please like this video and also subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!